Good morning.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. We had a different start to our week. So we are so glad that you have joined us for Rural Community Solutions TV. We are happy to be here this Tuesday morning. And my name is Kim Spillers.
I'm Frank Spillers, and Rural Community Solutions helps you design family-friendly, youth-centered places that attract people. We work specifically in rural America. Rural America, as we define rural America, are counties under 20,000, and that's a pretty good population base, and communities under 8,000. So we feel that those are the communities that have the greatest potential for growth. And so if you're in one of those types of communities, you'll want to pay attention.
Absolutely. We have been working in rural America for more than 30 years now, and there is magic. There are treasures. There are amazing things that happen in small communities all across this country. And we want to help yours to get back there if it's not quite shining the way it used to be or the way you want it to be.
But you really need to take some steps to get to where you want to go. And those types of steps, you know what? I don't have this up, but those of you that have looked and followed us, you know, we have the 4 pillars here. I was gonna put that up. I'll get it up. I'll turn it over to her. I'll get it back up. But anyway, those 4 pillars are relationships, engagement, entrepreneurship, and collaboration. And when you use those 4 pillars, you build upon and build an entrepreneurial economy.
And ecosystem.
And ecosystem.
So what we're going to do all this week is we are going to give kind of like the down and dirty, real short versions. We have videos all over the place on our YouTube channel that have lengthy descriptions about how this works. But we're going to take one of the pillars every day this week, and we're just going to give you a quick little snapshot why it matters to your community. And today we're going to start with relationships, because relationships are the foundation of absolutely everything in life.
So when you take the first step, we have titled this, Take the First Step. You don't need to view the whole staircase, just take your first step. That's a great Martin Luther King quote. But the very first step that your community has to do is decide and commit that you are going to be a startup community. In other words, you are going to support entrepreneurs, and you're going to support an entrepreneurship economy within your community. Now, the first step after you decide that you need to do is exactly what Kim was saying, and that is relationship. Take and build relationships. So this is a diagram. This is our 4 pillars in action. So in your community, if you want to build trust, if you want to build great policy, if you want to build unity, and you want to build wealth, this is the steps that you need to take. And as you can take those steps, you start to build that type of environment. So what does it take to build that environment? Well, you better plan for 20 years.
Or more.
25 years from today. All right? Not from 20 years ago to today. It is, where are you going to be, and commit to a 20-year process.
Every 5 years, cities are required to do a plan. You're required to figure out all kinds of different logistics, and you have a meeting or you have a retreat and you get all kinds of ideas on paper. And then often what happens historically is it goes onto a shelf, it goes to your board of directors, and then it sits. And 5 years later, you pull it out, you dust it off, and you look and think, this is what's on our agenda today, is what we were talking about 5 years ago, and there wasn't anything that happened. And so what relationships need to be strengthened? What relationships need to be created? What relationships need to be put in place for your community, for your board, for your council, for whomever, to be able to take that plan and make sure that those relationships move something forward so that your community improves.
Now, when we talk relationships, what do we mean? So let's go to
The dictionary.
the dictionary.
The dictionary is a best
And
friend.
those of you that are of my age, let's go to Funkenwagnall. And here we go. Okay, really? Relationship. It's the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected. That is connected, or the state of being connected. So are you connecting people? Are you connecting with people? Because relationship is a means of feeling more secure.
I didn't know that. I thought that was a fascinating piece to add to the definition.
So when you're looking at feeling more secure, if you're wanting to build an entrepreneurial economy, you need to help businesses feel more secure in your community. You need to help people feel more secure within your community. Because if you're attracting families, what is the basis of a family? The basis of a family is that relationship. All right. So if you're in a family, do you want to feel secure? If you're in a family, if you're a husband and wife, do you want to feel secure with each other? That is a great relationship. Now, there are steps to create that relationship. And we're going to be getting into that as an ongoing process through our next couple of weeks on these videos. How do you do that in a community? Because there's nothing more important than a person feeling secure within your community. Now, here's an important point. If you were born and raised in your community, more likely than not, you're going to feel secure because you're in your comfort zone. You are surrounded because you grew up with those relationships. You grew up in a relationship with the people that were born and raised in your community. So what about those folks that move into your community or move into your state or move into your geographical region? Those relationships haven't been built. So how do you build those types of relationships? What about those relationships also with a school rival? You have
Rivals?
built rivals, those things. Yeah,
No,
those
not
things.
school
If somebody
rivalries.
stole my basketball 50 years ago.
Nah.
Okay, so you have built a bad relationship because of the culture between those two entities, because of athletic responsibilities, athletic competition, those types of things. That is also a relationship. So it's a way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. It doesn't say, is it a positive relationship or a negative relationship? So if you're wanting to grow an entrepreneurial economy, you want to build a positive relationship.
Gosh, we'd have a whole episode on just the idea of rivalries and such between communities. But the point we definitely want to get across today, as we just take a small little step into the next couple of weeks, where we are going to take a deep dive into our processes and why they're important, why our experience indicates that communities can be successful using the solutions that we have developed, is that relationships start it all off. Having good relationships. It's easy to have relationships with people with whom you agree or who see life the way you do. And that's actually the way our community started. We have a video we often use about jumping off the wagon, and the community grows because the people who moved to your community wrote back to the hometown and said, hey, I need you out here. Often those people thought very much like the people who came and adventured and settled your community and started it. Now we have lots of people moving. We have people moving from around the world, not just across the country or from state to state. And what we just need to emphasize with communities is that as people use this mobility to create opportunities, is your community a welcome place for them to land?
So the first step of that relationship is learning out of our curriculum. We have built the curriculum. It's called the BWUCA Way. It's the art of getting along. Now, so if you want to get along with people, this is the curriculum that you want to start using to build an entrepreneurial economy. The BWUCA Way. WUCA stands to welcome, understand, comfort, and appreciate yourself and others. And we built the 4 pillars off of this curriculum because this curriculum has been tried and has been proven to build a great relationship and a great environment to where people can thrive and build an entrepreneurial economy. So if you're interested, you can contact us at frank@ghorizons.com or kim@ghorizons.com for further information. Go to ruralcommunitysolutions.com and you can see much more and do kind of a deeper dive. But give us a call because every community is not the same. It is not a format. It is not a one of a kind, or it is not a one size fits all type of process. And so we approach communities on an individual level. We approach regions on an individual level because there's a whole bunch of culture. There's different types of people. There's different types of relationships. You have different types of opportunities. You have different types of cultures and structures within your community that, need to be addressed differently. So frank@ghorizons.com or kim@ghorizons.com. Or come on back tomorrow and come on back every day.
Come on back tomorrow
at 11:30 a.m. Central Time.
string.
Or just go to the YouTube. I mean, we have a YouTube channel at Rural Community Solutions TV live streams. Our YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of videos on there that can help you. There's some interviews of people that we've had of what makes an entrepreneur. So educate yourself, get ready, make that decision, contact us, and let's get going.
Build great relationships today and every day, wherever you go. And that's going to improve your community. And that's exciting. Thanks for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you every day, Monday through Friday at 11:30 Central Daylight Time, YouTube, Facebook, or catch the podcast on anchor.fm/Frank Spillers. Think like an entrepreneur. Become a spark plug.
Hey, and if you are listening to this on the podcast, you can't see a lot of our graphics. Go to our YouTube channel when you have time. It'll be there.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day and a terrific week. Thank you.